Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm Bill, and we're in the default Aerobat with the community mod. And this is one of my favorite things to do in Flight Simulator. Tomorrow I am finally popping my 152 cherry, and I cannot wait to fly this little plane. It's an Aerobat, it's dialed in, it's got a 530. It's in really great shape. My parents owned a 140, which is very similar airframe to the 150, 152. But it's always been a really fun, cute looking little plane to me. And I'm very excited to fly this. Now I've flown this plane in the simulator a bunch, and I've essentially treated it as if it was just a smaller 172. It is, and that's really not that far from the truth. The numbers, all the numbers, almost across the board, are smaller. So I've got ForeFlight. I've got ForeFlight up, and I have POH, and I'm just going through the POH. This is not a perfect solution. The airplanes in the simulator are far from developed in regard. Well, yeah, okay. So this is a little bit. This is Freaky D did his best work here trying to fix the Long Beach scenery. ForeFlight is the base subscription. I want to say is $100 a year. I could be wrong on that. I have the middle subscription, which is about $200. I'm fuzzy on those numbers, but it's roughly around that. So like these planes are really not accurate in terms of fully functional systems, but that doesn't mean that they're not great at being a quick, easy way to hop into something that looks very similar to a plane that you're about to fly and go through the checklists. So you have, we've got engine starting. So I can go through this checklist right here. So this is before takeoff. So we got parking brake set, cabin door locked and latched, flight controls free and correct. This is basically the run up. So we got we're good on the controls. We're just doing our run up holding short here. But I'm using the real world checklist. Okay, mixture, we're gonna go rich. Fuel shutoff valve is on, so we got that. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Mixture is gonna go full rich. And then we're gonna do RPM is at 1700, so we're gonna move up the RPM. Don't know if this is actually going to show a drop in this, but check the mags. Yeah, there's no drop there. So magneto check, carburetor heat check. So we're going to pull the carb heat. Nothing happens there. Engine instruments are okay. Ammeter check. That's over on the right there. Yep. Throttle. Okay, suction check. Throttle 1,000 or less. So we're going to pull back the throttle to 1,000, and we're going to lean the mixture. That looks good. Radios are set. We're good there. Throttle friction lock adjusted, so we're fine there. Brakes release. So there is the real world checklist. Normal takeoff. Flaps are 0. Carburetor heat is cold. Throttle full open. Elevators control. Lift nose wheel at 50 knots. But having the real world checklist up, even if the plane itself in the simulator is not a perfect representation of it, if you think about it as this is a really advanced sporties panel poster, it makes going through these exercises that much easier. Don't focus on like, hey, are the RPMs actually dropping? No, focus on going through the checklist, familiarizing yourself with the checklist, and going through the motions of it. Because once you get into the real plane, the systems are going to be obviously realistic because it's the real plane. But now you'll have already gone through the steps. So you have you've practiced the part that you're able to practice more effectively than you would be able to with the poster, essentially. And just always keep aware that the plane may not react the same way that it should in the real world. So that is key to remember in using home flight simulators to practice for real world flying, is that they are not perfect, and knowing what it does not do well is almost more important to me than what it does do well. Aye, sir. Welcome aboard. Like that. And I like how I said that too. I said it so weird. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. So we're gonna get rid of ForeFlight now, and we're on with tower, I believe. Are we on with tower? No, we're not. We're on with ground. So there's tower, and then we've got SoCal is gonna be up, and we're not gonna need to know our altitude restriction, which is 2,000. Was it 400? 2,500. We don't need to know that because we're not going to go that high, but we do need to know that we're going to turn left at the river. Long Beach Tower, good evening. Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, holding short 26 left.
Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, Long Beach Tower, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Okay, lights. Camera is on. Action. Okay, mixture is full in. We are cleared to the right. Cleared to the left. Oh man, I can't wait. Cannot wait to fly this little plane. It's been a long time since I've flown a new type, and this will be super fun. I mean, it's kind of cheating that it's essentially a little 172, but. Okay, airspeed is alive. Are we gonna be able to take off before the threshold? Yep. Good. Okay, so we've decided that 70 knots is our climb out speed. So I'm just gonna hold 70 there.
Torrance ground 45 Whiskey. Apologies, I'm just looking at the chart here, and you have me intercepting the 170 LAX radial. Limbo, I'm going to be past limbo at that point. Am I missing something?
Got somebody up there.
2245 Whiskey, affirmative.
drone?
Limbo is, I'd say about 5-ish miles southfield, and you'll be flying runway heading.
All right, so we're just going to be runway heading until we hit the LA River.
Okay, but then I'm to fly
and then we're going to turn southbound to the coast.
Outbound, so you're gonna, once you hit that radial.
And we're just gonna hang out at 1,000 feet. That's all. That's pretty much all we need. On the there goes Long Beach. See you later, buddy.
SoCal approach, Skylane 735.
What's up, Michael?
Uniform ILS 25.
So there's 1,000 feet. So we're good there. And along here, going a little bit higher, probably better, just being at 1,500.
We're on ILS 25.
But we'll just hang out at 1,000 feet.
Clear to land 255 Whiskey uniform.
We're gonna be over the river. We got plenty
November 761 Yankee Echo, contact SoCal approach. Have a nice day.
SoCal approach 761 Yankee Echo. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
SoCal approach, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo 1000.
Well, that call sign's going to take some getting used to. 761 Yankee Echo, SoCal departure, radar contact. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Goldsy. Yeah, this is not a good one. 761 Yankee Echo. We're getting tossed right now. Why are we getting tossed so bad? Come on, dude. Look at all the handprints on the windshield. Well, happy trash day, everybody. coming up to Freaky D's Long Beach Harbor update. Got a ton of nice 3D modeled cranes here. We're gonna see the Queen Mary. Dude, come on with the turbulence. What the hell? What the hell? Well, if you're just joining, I'm about to get ill watching this thing dance around. But tomorrow I'm going to be flying an Aerobat based, I mean, it looks very close to this. Holy crap, good thing I wasn't inside for that one. Flying an Aerobat tomorrow and using... Dude, what is happening? Using the simulator to prepare for a flight, and especially a flight in a plane that I've never flown before, is one of my favorite things ever. I absolutely love it.
4 Delta Tango, where are you navigating to
Look at this placard right here. Do not open window above 143 knots. If you think this plane is going to do over 143 knots, you are effing out of your
Why would you go
mind.
there for the localizer DME back course alpha approach?
So we're going through the checklist. We're going through the, you know, all the procedures for this flight. We're taking off from the, you know, the parking spot where this plane is kept, and
4 Delta Tango,
just
if you're
just
flying
doing
the
going through all the motions of the flight that I'm going to do tomorrow. And by the time I get into the plane, we'll have experienced everything procedurally, you know, almost one-to-one, and I'll be able to focus on the feel of the plane, and it'll be, yeah, I'm excited. It'll be super fun.
Sort of.
Flew out of Boston today on VATSIM. It was really rough. 224 at 24 knots. Not bad.
Correct, because that's what you're going to, and it's an initial.
Yeah, I hope it's not
that
this
approach. So
rough. I don't know
you're
why
cleared
it's
to
like
Santa Maria
so
Airport via the Flout 5 departure,
crazy right now.
San Marcos transition. So only the San Marcos transition of the approach
like
of the
really-
departure chart applies.
really wind sheary.
Aviota doesn't even come into play.
It's been pretty calm lately, so I am
Right, Roger,
curious why this thing
I'll
is
probably try again, or maybe I'll
dancing us around so
Yeah,
much.
just let me know. It's going to go back, start it again.
So we're leaving at a Long
To the
Beach,
flight,
which
or
is
you can
weird.
Practice your call.
It'll be the first airport
Roger, I'll probably restart.
that
Or
I've
I
left
probably
out
just- or
of,
I'll think of-
that the plane was based out of, since Tacoma, since the Narrows up in Seattle. That's pretty crazy. I think that's right? Yeah. I've obviously left from other airports, but it was to go back to John Wayne. This will be weird. Alright, let's pull this out. Sweet. Yeah, so going 1,000 feet along the coast here is one of the nicest things ever. It's really, really cool to be 1,000 feet above some of the most famous beaches in the world, and to be in something that's this fun, this light,
Departure, good evening, American 2785.
will be really
you
cool. There's just
3,000,
not a lot
5,000.
of space in this thing at
American
all.
2785, so California.
The rear, the
Contact,
luggage
want to
compartment is
maintain
huge,
15,000.
but everything else is
15,000,
it's
American
tiny.
2785.
Oh my god. I'm just putting along here and see this thing. Can we get her trimmed out? Yeah, it's super pretty. Yeah, I actually have I have a 360 video that like if you load it up on your phone, you can look around going down from Newport south. So Newport, I think it stops at Dana Point, but that's pretty fun. It's a cool way to look at the coast. But yeah, it's if you've never used a 360 camera or a 360 video on your phone on YouTube, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, you hold your phone up and you can look around, and it's full 360, and it will work in VR. I think you need a plug-in for most headsets, but a few friends have tried it out with the actual the VR headset and said it's pretty pretty crazy too. 5.7K footage.
Left turn direct.
The only problem, Simviator, is that it's going to be late, so I don't know if I'm going to actually load the put the cameras on. I'm going to bring them just in case if I get there sooner, but it's, you know, these cameras do not do well in low light, so I may not film it, but this will be flight 1 of hopefully a few more in this plane. So I'm probably going to do like a little, not really like a review flight, but yeah, I guess kind of like a quasi review flight. Yeah, we might as well just throw a progressive banner off the back end of this thing. Got set up with Quest 2 with Flight Sim 2020 this weekend. That's awesome. Yeah, I am not. I love VR. I really love VR, but I have not invested in the headset because it's really hard to stream, and it's I like to have my iPad and just kind of have things basically like I'm really in the plane in terms of materials that I have access to, and you're really cut off when you've got the headset on. Yeah, it'll be a sunset flight, which sunset flights in Orange County, it's my absolute favorite thing ever. Like it's really hard to explain if you haven't experienced a Southwest U.S. sunset. They're longer, they're brighter, they're more vibrant, and flying around in SoCal at sunset is freaking nuts.
Up to 3,000.
Yeah, it's great for like flying around. If you're like in a Cub or in something where you're not really you don't need to worry about airspace or keeping tabs on what you're doing. It's great. Like in the pattern, it's really good. But yeah, it's a little bit. It's an expensive upgrade, expensive thing to do for something that I probably wouldn't use
2785,
really as much.
133.2.
The sticker, I have the Flight Shops sticker on there. Yeah. Yep, good old Steve. Yeah. Steve and I are. It's really hard. He's super busy. I'm super busy, but we're trying to do a group flight on PilotEdge and actually do like some formation flying on PilotEdge. So that'll be, once we finally figure out when and how to do that, that'll be really fun. What are you doing here, pal? Complete Freedom, hello. What is happening here? Holy crap. What was that guy's problem?
Walker 175, connect Las Vegas approach 13.
So we just passed the Huntington Beach Pier.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Pilot Luke. Welcome aboard. Honor Guard test is coming this Monday. Nice, dude. Yeah, that was a take evasive action. Traffic.
Good evening, Las Vegas approach. Walker 175, 13.4, descending to Rockstar. Information Romeo.
Walker 175, Las Vegas approach, still altimeter 2989er at Preno, cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach.
Alright, 29er,
This is it.
89er at Preno.
This is 152 flying apparently. We are. What are we doing over the ground? A blistering 100. Look out, everybody. Holy crap. Come Coming up to Newport Pier. First solo. Dude, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. That is the big one, man. That is the ultimate. I've been a fan of your YouTube. Never got a chance to check out on stream. Now I'm here. How are you? Dude, Luke, man, that is super awesome. I love YouTube. Just like as a medium, as a information platform. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was working for a company managing their YouTube channel, and I just was like, man, this is so much fun. And I would, make YouTube videos all day, come home, and then try to make them at home. And I love it. So I love making the YouTube videos, which is essentially just posting the streams, editing them down and posting them. On the real world ones are much more labor intensive and edited and stuff. But I really love when people like you, Luke, come into the live stream for the first time, because as much as I love YouTube, it's so cool just to say, like, hi, Luke, and to have the live interaction. It's so much fun. I will always love YouTube, but I prefer, if I had to pick one or the other to put my content on, I would pick Twitch every single time because of the interaction. So thank you for the effort in coming here and watching the live stream, and thank you for watching the YouTube videos. Yeah, we've got to do some more group flights, and depending on how long this goes, I was kind of planning on checking out this location I think it's in Austria, that I was going to do a group flight at, and it's totally insane. And yeah, so we might do that after this and check that out. But yeah, group flights are definitely fun. I have not loaded up X-Plane 11 in a very long time, and there are parts of X-Plane that I miss, but I'm so in awe at how good this simulator looks, because a huge part of flying to me in real life is how beautiful flying is, how beautiful the planes are, how beautiful the scenery is. Like this, X-Plane does not look like this. And this is as close to what it really looks like in real life as you can realistically get. And it's really hard for me to say that, yeah, I'm going to give up the visuals in favor of, a GPS that works a little bit better. It's pretty tough. Pretty awesome that I could chat with the man himself. Well, Michael, I think it's awesome that I can talk with you. You guys that watch the videos, that's the cool part. You uninstalled X-Plane? That's funny. They're very different, but and part of it, I think, and I mean this as respectfully as I can. That's pretty cool right there. I feel like because I'm able to fly in real life and have the realistic systems and GPSs and equipment and all that stuff. I mean, if I pull back the mixture on the plane in real life, the EGT goes up properly. So I have that thing. I have that aspect of flying.
VFR traffic about 6 inches ready or 12 o'clock, and a mile opposite direction, 1,300 indicated.
Traffic insights, Aerobat, 1 Yankee Echo.
So even you're having a hard time with it.
I'm having the worst time of it. Oh my god. I have to go inside to look at the, like, what is it? 761 Yankee Echo. Okay. So like I have the real plane with the real system. So when I'm flying in the simulator, I really truly am using it for what the simulator is best used for in general, regardless of X-Plane or Microsoft. The home flight simulators are best for communication, procedures, and navigation. And Microsoft does that very well. It doesn't do navigation in terms of matching your method of navigation GPS-wise, but you are in space. You are in the correct location in space. So if you have ForeFlight, for example, or Flight Sim Go, or if you're following along on SkyVector, which is what I really recommend doing if you don't have ForeFlight, it's one-to-one. Like, I mean, this is the navigation that you use, so you can. Why is that not updating? What is it doing? Oh, is this like frozen? I think air server's frozen. Because what I was actually showing you was my plane cruising along. Hi. Viper Dave, thank you very much for following. Do you think Microsoft avionics are like real life? No, the avionics are not like real life. Let me rephrase that. The steam gauge stuff is for sure, but the GPSs are not. But it'll continue to get better and better. But like, I mean, here's ForeFlight. I mean, this is exactly what it would look like if I was in the plane for real. So I've got ForeFlight, I've got visual. We're slant uniform in this plane, so if I dial up El Toro VOR, it's gonna pop up on the OBS here. So procedurally, navigationally, communication-wise, simulators are fantastic. And those are all things that Microsoft does for specific single-engine pistons. Now, it might not have. We don't have the number of planes that X-Plane does, just because it's not as mature. So if you fly a Piper, you're out of luck. If you fly a whatever Comanche or a 206 or a V-tail Bonanza or a 112 Commander or whatever, like we don't have the breadth of plane options in Microsoft yet. It will get there, and it will be more than what X-Plane has now. I freaking guarantee it. But for the aircraft types, we do actually have a pretty decent selection. We've got advanced avionics in the SR-20, even though the plane is crappy and broken and whatever. We've got the steam gauge 172. We've got the G1000 172 with the working title mod. We got this thing. We've got the Diamond. So there's the Cub and stuff. There's a number of different planes that you could get relatively close to the performance and maybe avionics package of the plane that you fly. But regardless, you're still able to practice the same things, which is procedures and communication, particularly communication. That's not going to change no matter what plane you're in. Procedures might change depending on what plane you're in. So if you do fly PA-28, you could still practice in a 172 going through the checklists, and it's more of a checklist, just to get you used to checklists in general. But it is it's not meant to be something that you can practice air work, which is what we're about to do. SoCal approach, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. We're going to head into the El Toro practice area about 2,000 to 3,000.
Number 1 Yankee Echo.
And we're about to see why. Like I really don't like practicing air work or having anything to do with actual aerodynamics in this plane. It is relatively fun for trying out, like looking at the POH and seeing how different they actually are from one another, and just seeing seeing how far off they can be. So we'll just see how it acts in stall situations. See if we can get it to spin. The simulator is going to be around for a long time. Yeah, it is.
2 Kilo Sierra crossing paradise at or above.
No, I'm not bagging on X-Plane. I still think it's a great simulator, but this looks way better. And it looks like this no matter where you're at. Like I had my Orange County dialed in pretty good in X-Plane with the orthos, but it still didn't look like this, and just freaking awesome. Another flight sim streamer told me to follow you, so here I am. Oh, nice. That is freaking awesome. Who, if you don't mind, who gave the recommendation? Well, Stan, I mean, this is a long-term investment for them. Like this is designed to have a long. Oh, SimEdge, nice. Well, thank you very much, SimEdge. Yeah, I will be getting the Piper Cherokee, the PA-28R, which is the just flight plane. I had that in X-Plane 11, and I flew that more than any other plane, and I freaking love that thing. It's super fun, but it's the exact same panel of the plane that I currently fly the most right now. So yeah, I like Just Flight. They do amazing texture work. They're really, really good. Kayla May, happy Tequila Tuesday. The Mooney looks pretty fun. Carenado is, like, to say the least, hit or miss. I think we might do some pattern work over at John Wayne. I think that's a pretty good idea. But I want to, like, first of all, thank you guys so much for watching, and it is it's so cool that you guys are here, hanging out, asking questions, being a part of it. I absolutely love it. I am very honored that you guys find this entertaining enough to stick around. So thank you very, very much. That being said, I just want to point out, and obviously it depends on who you guys are specifically, which would make, I mean, you just have different tastes, but for me personally, I am having so much more fun doing this flight, which is going essentially nowhere, doing nothing in a really small, slow plane, but taking it seriously than I would if I was role-playing an airline pilot, flying to someplace exotic. And that is in no way like bashing or saying that, like, airliners are not fun or they're stupid, but it's more of a, you can still have fun going nowhere in something really slow than you can going someplace really far away and exotic in something really big, fast, and complicated. And that's what's really cool about flight simulators, specifically. Obviously, that's what we're using, but also aviation in general. There's so much stuff you can do, and it is all very difficult, and all has its own procedures and hazards and things to keep in mind. that it's really good with these simulators to try and experience as many things as you can, because that's what this thing does afford you to do. Is you can load up in an airliner, you can load up in a high performance complex piston, or you know, this little thing buzzing around. You know, and I've always been somebody that in video games, just in general, I like simulators. I like recreating things that I've done in real life. Shane, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it, man. 8 freaking months, dude. That's awesome. You know, like in racing games, I would always load up in cars that I've actually raced at racetracks I've actually raced on, instead of using it as a, hey, I've never driven a Ferrari on the Nürburgring. I know I'd still do that, but I always was more interested in doing the things that I've done in real life. It's very weird. I don't know why, what causes me to feel that way, but obviously it changes my motivation for doing this particular flight, because it's a new plane that I'm going to be flying tomorrow. So there's a little bit, you know, a different motivation in doing this exact flight. But regardless, it is still fun to be able to do things in the simulator that I even could do in real life, than it would be to do something that I could never do in real life. Like I'm probably never going to fly a 787 to Japan, but that doesn't mean it's not cool to try, but it just doesn't really do the same thing for me as this does. I remember doing time trials in a Jetta GT4 with a mate of mine who raced that exact car on track. That's awesome, Dilly. Yeah, it's fun. Like that is fun to be at racetracks that you've been to, and it's like, oh, you know, this is exactly what it looks like. Like this is where we do air work. Like Julia and I, like I'm gonna post a video here pretty soon with Julia crying in the plane doing air work, and this is exactly where we were. And it's so cool and creepy and weird to be able to do this in the simulator and have it look exactly like it does in real life.
Verify it's runway 20 right, 20 right.
That's awesome, Billy. Will it spin? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I was actually trying to hold that one. Let's see if I can actually get it to fully spin. That felt pretty good. But will it do it if I actually kick the rudder and induce it? No, you do not. No. No, Shane. Yeah, I'm just gonna be flying in an Aerobat tomorrow. First time in a 152. Yeah, we're not doing spin training, but I mean it's an Aerobat, so we'll see. All right, now let's try to get it to spin now. Here we go. Let's get some speed up so it's a little bit more dramatic.
Number 2245 at Whiskey, depart Santa Monica, heading 310.
It's pretty good.
Van Nuys
You
Airport.
did, Arnold. You did. You did, Arnold. I'm gonna be cruising around in 1 Yankee Echo tomorrow.
Vectors Van Nuys, 45 Whiskey.
Dude, I'm so excited. Look at that.
Request for 45 Whiskey. Go ahead. Yeah, can we get the ILS 16 right for Van Nuys? You can make that request with the next controller.
Look at that. CBG, have a great night. Later.
444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya. Later. Los Angeles, center 134.6, nice.
Yeah, Arnold, you've flown that plane, right?
Wind 210 at X. Visibility 10.
2785, connect Los Angeles Center, 134.6.
Temperature 15.
Yeah.
2.9er. Altimeter 2985. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back
The Bonanza,
assignments and hold
Michael.
short instruction.
The community
Advise
mod.
on initial contact you have information, Victor.
American 2785, Los Angeles Center, Las Vegas, altimeter 29990.
Yeah, I think so, Arnold. Yeah, I'm excited to. I'm just excited to fly at 152. SoCal approach, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, information Victor at John Wayne. We're inbound.
We're 761 Yankee Echo, second approach, proceed to Signal Peak.
Signal Peak, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Yeah, seems like a great little time builder, Arnold. I figure that if I can get Noel to sit in the right seat with me and go to all the airports that he's not been to yet, that we can knock out some serious time in that thing at a great little rate. Okay, so here is our landing situation right now. We're gonna try. Let's see, where's our short field takeoff, cruise, landing? Okay, so airspeed is 60 to 70 knots with the flaps up. Below 85. Okay, so wing flaps 30 degrees below 85. Okay, so that's on there. The white arc is there. That's good. Airspeed maintain 54 knots. Reduce power to idle as obstacles cleared. That's short field. Okay. Normal landing. I was looking at the wrong thing. Flaps as desired below 85. Airspeed 55 to 65 knots. Flaps down. Touchdown. Main wheels first. Thank you. So we'll try that. We'll try 60 knots, and then we'll be at 55 on short final. So there you go.
761 Yankee Echo, got John Wayne Tower, 12618, good day.
26.8, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Still.
Circle south, runway 9 clear to land, Skyline line to close here.
Long Beach Tower, one come back midfield, this will be a full stop.
Always feels like I fly 2 hours in that little plane, but I get back and my hops is always less than 1 hour. That's awesome. John Wayne Tower, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, information Victor, inbound closed traffic from Signal Peak.
Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, John Wayne Tower on the left, downwind runway 20 left, 34 midfield.
Left downwind 20 left, we'll call you midfield, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Yeah, I will absolutely do VATSIM F&O again for sure. Yeah. DA62s are pretty cool. They are so expensive. Yeah, isn't it bad, Cole? Oh, it's such a nightmare, man. 761 Yankee Echo. So generally, like, according to everything, like all the everything official, you're not supposed to shorten your call sign until ATC does. This might be one of those ones where I'm gonna try to like brute force 1 Yankee Echo. 761 Yankee Echo just sounds like a disaster to say. All right, so the pattern at John Wayne. This is going to be a great way to show you guys the pattern at John Wayne. This is one of my favorite things that I don't want to say I feel like I've mastered it, but I'm pretty confident with the instructors that I've flown with that that I've got the John Wayne pattern down, and it is very weird and very fun to do.
Yeah, I'm off at Kilo 2.
Understood, thank you.
thing.
Chopwing Tower, hello, Walker 169, holding short 20 left at Lima.
Hauling ass.
Walker 169.
Walker 169.
Left at Lima, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Cross 20 left at Lima, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff, Walker 169.
Okay, lights are all on, mixture is in, fuel is good, and that's our landing checklist. Or at least our descent checklist. So we want to be, especially in this plane, we're going to be over Van Carmen, and we're going to keep the pattern nice and tight. This first one, I'm going to extend a little bit just to get a feel for the airspeed,
315 Papa, Santa Monica ground, clear to Santa Barbara
and then
Airport.
we'll see what
On
happens.
departure, fly runway heading until the Los Angeles 310 radial, then turn right heading 250 without delay. Radar vectors to Santa Monica.
Okay, there's our pattern altitude.
Victor 107 Sadie, that's Sierra Alpha Delta
Hey,
Delta Echo.
Steven 23 _ welcome
Victor
aboard.
299 Ventura VOR, that's Victor Tango Uniform. The Ventura 28.
See, when setting up a flight IRL, do you pay for landing at an airport, or how does that work? Say with an airport with an ATC.
Direct
Some
Santa Barbara
do.
Airport.
Santa Monica has a takeoff fee. Catalina has a landing fee.
Departure
LAX and San Diego have ramp fees, but generally speaking, most
Hold your read back. I'll be with you in a moment.
most airports in the U.S. do not have landing
7620
fees.
Yankee Echo, runway 20 left, clear touch and go, left close traffic, report midfield each pass.
All right, clear touch and go, 20 left. We'll call you midfield each pass. Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo.
Walker 169, contact SoCal departure.
Departure, Walker 169, we'll see you.
Okay, so there is midfield right there. We're right over Von Carmen.
19 right, clear to takeoff.
Hopefully the stutters subside a little bit.
8315 Papa, go ahead, read
Pull the
back.
power back. Hold the nose up a little bit because we need to slow down to 85.
Runway heading.
There's 85. First notch coming in.
Off to Los Angeles.
Trim, 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 trim.
Radial.
Yeah, San Diego is really pretty. I do want to try that.
Sorry.
I'm going to get the second notch of flaps coming in here. There's notch 2. Yep, notch 2 looks good.
Comanche 15 Papa, if you're going to need me to read that back,
Keep
no
it
worries,
tight
but
on
it'll be 1
MacArthur,
minute
the
or
little
so.
curve right there.
I'll be able to read that back for you. So stand by 1 second. I'll be right back with you.
Oh yeah, this thing slows down nicely. That's just 2 notches right there.
Welcome 563, hold our short runway 27, ready for departure.
Welcome 563, Limerick Tower. runway
Oh
27,
man, we're going to be able to
takeoff.
keep this thing
Runway 27,
tight.
clear for takeoff, Welcome
500.
Oh man.
John Wayne ground, Skylane 646.
We're going to do actual John Wayne patterns here. This is going to be money.
Victor.
Skyline 6462 Foxtrot, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
All right, let's get the full we'll get the full flappage in here right now.
Riverside Tower, down 1 at 2 Kilo Sierra, approach.
Number
Oh, man, this thing
183,
is
number
super
183 Kilo
slow.
Sierra.
I
Are you
love
in
it.
VMC conditions, or do you want to fly it as published?
Flying is published, time C conditions, Skyline 182 Kilo Sierra.
Number 2 Kilo Sierra, fly is published, contact.
It's a lot more reasonable to do than you'd think, Steven. I mean, it is not cheap, but it is not as expensive as it's not as prohibitively expensive. There are ways to do it.
202, contact Las Vegas departure. Departure, Walker 202.
We're gonna just nail that discoloration.
15 Papa, another 30 seconds. I'll be right with you.
No rush.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, this thing is a short field monster. Holy crap. This is great. Alright, there's full speed, airspeed's alive, there's 50, 55, we're up, tap the brakes, we're good. Unclear ocean, welcome aboard. Once we hit the departure end, there is our offset.
Save some of the actually clearance, delivery, and read back. Again, I'll be with you in about 30 seconds.
Alright, now the proper pattern here.
Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo, runway 20 left, clear touch and go.
You know, Benny, I'm not sure. I think some of them do have 40. I don't think the one...
Runway 20 left, clear touch and go.
Clear touch to go 20 left, Aerobats 1 Yankee Echo.
Walker 563, contact
Arnold, does 1 Yankee Echo have the 40s? I don't think it does have 40s.
Comanche 15 Papa, advise ready to copy.
There's Von Karman. Dude, we're going to keep this thing. Yeah, it does not. Yeah. So some of them do, some of them don't.
Comanche 15 Papa, on departure.
I think. I'm actually not sure if 152s all have.
The Los Angeles 310
or
radio,
even the majority of them do.
Then turn right, heading 250 with no delay.
Okay, there's our pattern altitude.
Radar vectors, Santa Monica VOR.
So we're cleared
then the Santa Monica
to land.
Papa
There is
38
White Art, 85 knots, full flaps coming in.
Just read that back for me, and then if you can read back the other information, if you need it, I'll read that as well.
I started the descent too late.
But tell you what, 155, we're just going
Caution,
to continue.
TFR ahead.
A little late on the East Coast for
So
me.
here's this is how you do. This is a proper pattern at John Wayne, Arnold. Just so you know, when you're taking students here,
We'll hopefully talk to you soon.
you want to keep them inside the freeway.
Hello.
Hi. What's up, Arrow? Keep it inside the freeway. And look at how easy that is.
6462 Foxtrot,
Oh, that is so easy. We could even do, we could go tighter than that, I think.
Tower and requesting takeoff, just getting my stuff together here.
We could go tighter than that.
Yep, I figured I'd
Because that's discoloration right there.
Just to verify, part of your getting stuff together is your squawk code. I show it incorrect. Should be 5357.
I feel like Dave would give me a number just for...
5357 for 6462 Foxtrot.
That's fair too.
Make that change, and then you can go ahead and contact.
But dude, this place is so much fun to do pattern work. It's annoying as hell when people are in the pattern not doing it appropriately. Not really, Arrow. I mean, I swear, like, I use the F word as a comma normally, but I try to keep swearing out of the streams. I do want to take Phil, my other buddy, there at some point. Very busy Dilly.
Skylane 6462 Foxtrot, holding short, 20 right at Kilo, ready for takeoff.
So we could do better than inside the freeway. We're gonna cut this one really close.
6462 Foxtrot, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 6462 Foxtrot.
I don't see that guy. He's got to read back the runway there. John Wayne Tower, Aerobat, 1 Yankee Echo, midfield, left downwind, 20 left.
Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo, runway, I'm sorry, say that again, it was stepped on.
That's okay, we're midfield, left downwind, 20 left. Yeah, they are, Arnold.
1 Yankee Echo, runway 20 left, clear, touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 20 left, Aerobats, 1 Yankee Echo.
And was that Pilatus 5 Mike Whiskey, calling John Wayne Tower?
Hey, firm, 5 Mike Whiskey on the visual, 20 right.
Pilatus 5 Mike Whiskey, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 20 right.
That, this is proper short, right in here. Q6, welcome aboard. There you go, right over the terminal. Just rip it in here. And even if you, like, you can let it float a little bit. That may have been a little bit too tight. If I was cleared short approach, I would have been fine, but there we go. Whoa. So the offset is, like, I think published as 15 degrees, but here, this is what I use. So conservatively speaking, you go till the end of the departure end. So at the departure end, you immediately turn towards the buildings at Fashion Island. Right there. So I aim towards Fashion Island. Climb up to Really, I mean, it depends, but anywhere between 350 and 450.
378 Lima. Las Vegas clearance.
Oh yeah, this URL, yep. So there's 450. Now I'm going to make the turn to downwind. So there's the offset
Contact
facing
departure,
the buildings,
460 Foxtrot.
and then turn downwind. Techman, welcome aboard. So turn downwind. Keep it. I mean, this is inside Von Karman, which is this main road right there. That's as far out as you really want to go. Extend downwind, wait for your base, Aerobat, 1 Yankee Echo. If you're out by Jamboree, that's way too far. So because it's 850, like you can see, like that's plenty far out right there. And we're gonna wait for the tower to call our base here. Oh, nice, Techman, that's awesome. Yeah, the pattern altitude is 850, so it's 800 AGL. And if you go any further out, if you're over Jamboree, you're just not doing it right. I hate this though.
Yeah, 1 Yankee Echo. Look for traffic ahead to the left is Pilatus, about a mile final for runway 20 right.
Negative contact on the Pilatus, Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo.
Pilatus, Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo. Should be no factor, just wanted you to use caution since he's on the parallel runway 20 left, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, we do have that traffic in sight now, 20 left, Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo.
Thank you.
How much did you have to pay for school?
GFR ahead.
15 miles to north, landing.
Yeah, it's really going to vary depending on location and everything.
Remember, Learjet 212 Tree Golf Bullhead Tower.
Noise abatement. It's not. It's
straight in runway 16.
It's for the parallel runway.
16 final 23 Golf.
It has nothing to do with the noise abatement, especially in this plane. But yeah.
Ready to copy 378 Lima.
378 Lima.
So this is like way out here.
Vectors Victor 538. Excuse me, radar vectors to the Las Vegas VOR.
All right, we're not slowing down now.
Maintain 6,000. Expect
And
17,000.
there's 85. Give me some flaps. Give me some flaps.
Departure frequency 118.4.
Dude, I love coming into John Wayne with a full slip and just dumping it down. Oh, this is the best.
378 Lima is clear. Los Angeles, fly heading 538. Vectors, NX file. Climb maintain 6,000. Expect 17,000 after 10 minutes. Departure frequency 118.4. 4737 and the squad.
This is
20 left at hotel for landing traffic.
super touchy.
Hold short 20 left at hotel, landing traffic, Sound Mike Whiskey.
Piper 378 Lima, verify it's heading 175
That
on
was
departure.
terrible.
Radar vectors to the Las Vegas VOR, then as filed.
Yeah, fly heading 175. Radar vectors to Las Vegas VOR 370 Lima.
Yeah, you hold it off until you get to the end, Arnold.
Las Vegas Tower, America 2785.
And then scoop. Don't hurt it, dude. I will baby this thing. But if you think I'm not going to full slip it into John Wayne from 1,000 feet, you're crazy, dude. So aim for Fashion Island. Turn downwind. Yeah, it just if you get out of whack, you get a nice little tank slapper. So now we're inside Von Karman. John Wayne Tower, Aerobat, 1 Yankee Echo, midfield left downwind, 20 left. We like to depart to Long Beach on the go.
About 761 Yankee Echo, Roger, runway 20 left, clear touch and go on departure, heading 220, maintain VFR at or below 2,400.
All right, clear touch and go, 20 left, on the go, 220, at or below 2,400, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo. Air 761 Yankee Echo. Whoops. Julia, don't come.
23 Golf runway 16
Don't come in here
clear to
immediately
land
judging me.
You're about to do that.
23 Golf, clear to land runway 16.
Nothing to see here. But look at how nicely this thing just drops out of the sky. If being comfortable with slipping in any single engine GA plane, but like the Cessna stuff is so freaking fun to be able to just drop it
American
like it's hot.
Vacated.
American
Yeah, that is
2785,
not-
what entry do you need?
That is not coordinated.
Repeat for American 2785.
American 2785, what entry do you need? What taxiway
Probably
entry?
the 2 cocktails, but whatever.
I had it as Delta 3, so whatever that would be.
All right, American 2785.
Okay, the rare
runway
but
26
fun
right at Alpha
220
7.
from the left side.
Join taxiway Zulu, then Delta parking, monitor ground. Take care.
It's just like a new language, man. Yeah, you got to learn it and stick with it and practice, and you will get it. It's really not
American 2780.
not very.
American 2785.
I don't want to say it's not difficult, because it is difficult, but
You said you needed
it's
Norfolk
not
Delta, correct?
anything special.
Right. American 2785, Roger. I'm sorry, I missed your readback. It didn't come through.
that makes
Would you
any
mind
sense.
reading back the crossing?
Yeah, for me, I think I heard request runway 26 right at Alpha 7.
Yeah, Julia
And we'll
Julia
go,
friggin' loves it.
Zulu and Delta to the right
The
monitor
full
ground, correct?
the full slip.
That is correct. I just didn't. It didn't
Coming in
translate
sideways,
on my end, so I wanted
dropping
to make
straight
sure you got
down.
that.
Okay. Roger.
Small time Minnesota, around me, training 30 hours, $6,000.
Okay, about 1 Yankee Echo. You said you're going to Long Beach. What altitude did you request?
Affirmative on Long Beach, and we'd like to request 1,500 along the coast. Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo.
Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo, Roger. So you can remain on this frequency.
I will stay with you, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Aero, I stream generally, or at least
Aerobat 1
twice a
Yankee
week.
Echo, approved as requested at the shoreline. You can proceed to Long Beach.
All right, the shoreline will proceed Long Beach, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. Tuesday, Thursdays are my usual streaming schedule. Yeah, and then my wife Julia, she streams Wednesday, Friday. Slightly different choice of game. Should I become a flight attendant or airline pilot? That is quite the selection. Quite the choice there. You can always become a flight attendant as you're working on your ratings. It's so fun, man. I mean, it's just like, it's like a life-altering event. It's freaking crazy. It's totally crazy. There's definitely, I mean, it full on changes you. Even from just going from a student pilot to a private pilot, you just become a different person. You become more mature, more analytical, more risk adverse. It's really amazing. But with all that being said, it is
Ground American 2785.
like just some of the coolest experiences you could ever freaking have, ever. It's unreal. I mean, the first time that Julia and I got in a plane by ourselves, flew somewhere, had lunch, got in a plane and flew back. Just incredible.
Charlie to get there.
American 2785, approved. Make right whiskey, right golf, taxi via
Sky
Charlie.
condition clear.
Temperature 16, right Gulf, and then taxi by charge.
Altimeter 29, a rate 5.
Cessna 76, sorry, Aerobat 761 Echo. Radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Long Beach Tower 119.4. Have a good day.
All right, 19.4, frequency change approved, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo.
Information India.
Las Vegas for the I-5 with
What was it, India?
Long Beach Airport, ATIS Information India.
Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, John Wayne Tower.
Yeah, John Wayne Tower, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, frequency change approved, squawking VFR.
Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo, and Long Beach is 119.4 when you need them.
All right, 19.4, Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo.
Van Nuys Tower, Skyhawk 2245 Whiskey's with you.
Hi.
ILS 16.
Hello.
2245
MB Bowman, thank you very much for following. Welcome.
16 strike, clear to line 45 Whiskey.
Go ahead, Tower, Learjet 23 Golf, clear of 16.
Mouse, that is, you will absolutely get bit by it. If you are interested in flying and you have not taken your discovery flight, that is just, you have to do it. It's one phone call and it's so easy to do. There's no reason not to do it.
Lima Vegas ground, 19 right, taxi via Hotel Foxtrot.
It's freaking awesome.
Right,
Hit it backwards? Hell yeah, Aerobat in the house. I'm about to be Aerobat rated.
172 Whiskey Delta. Burbank clear.
Get my Aerobat type rating.
Clear to Las Vegas Airport.
So if you guys are new here, Nightbot just reminded me, you got to join the Discord. If you're interested in this stuff at all, if you have questions about flight school, if you have questions about how to get started, if you have questions if you should do it or not, join the Discord. We've got 1,500 members, certified flight instructors all over the place, airline pilots, jet pilots, private pilots, instrument rated, commercial, like every manner of ATC. Everybody is, I mean, we just have every portion of the aviation industry represented in that Discord. It's super awesome. So join that, ask as many questions as you can, and I think it'll be good. Is there any class that I should take in high school to make it easier for me to become a pilot? Aero, just pay attention in math. Yeah. Just pay attention in math and physics and you'll be fine. Long Beach Tower, good evening. Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, 10 miles to the south, inbound full stop.
Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo, Long Beach Tower, make straight in runway 30, wind 310 at 5, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land, straight in, Aerobat 761 Yankee Echo. God, I'm so used to saying Aerobat 204 Lima Echo. So we're just straight in from here. This is great. So I'm really liking the hey Tony. I'm liking this flight. Take off from Long Beach, go down to Dana Point, do some air work, feel the plane out, do some patterns at John Wayne, and then head back to Long Beach. I like how that flows. So I think that's going to be our flight plan tomorrow. Discord is right here. Just click this link, Franco, and you shall enter. What do we got? Do we have any? We got some. Yeah, we do. I see you, NR. NR, are you in here? Steven, thank you very much for joining. Welcome.
2785.
NR, are you lurking in here and just not telling me?
Ground code.
What's up with that?
Just a quick question for you. Go for it.
To the pyramid.
Does PilotEdge simulate medical flights, medical emergency like life?
How would you compare the flight model in the sim to real life? Michael, it is barely close.
Fixed-meter helicopter boat.
It is not.
I'm sorry, that was...
It's
say that
not.
One more time. As you're talking about helicopter flights on PilotEdge.
Understanding...
If that's the question, yes, it would be doable.
Oh, you are here.
In reality, it would be doable.
Oh, crap. Idiot backwards.
Fixed wing medevac as well simulated.
Oh.
Yes, that would be simulated as
I
well.
love you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Cessna 176, turn right hotel, contact ground. See ya.
Right at hotel, contact the ground. See ya.
There you go. There you go, Anar.
John and Claire and Skyhawk 465 Charlie Alpha, like to take over IFR to Palomar.
I saw you pop up in the Discord. I was like, oh boy. Either that was a really random timing, or he's in here. That's right. I totally forgot about the idiot backwards thing. That's really funny.
At the Southwest General Aviation ramp for taxi with Victor.
I love that sound effect though.
122 Whiskey Delta, Burbank ground, runway.
Cessna 176, turn right hotel, contact ground. See ya.
Right at hotel, contact the ground. See ya.
Love it.
That is good. Las Vegas, we're November 370 Lima, holding short 19 right, ready for departure.
Where'd it go? Oh, there's the pyramid. There we go. That's
Number 378 Lima,
pretty neat.
runway 1 on the right, clear for takeoff.
19 right, clear for takeoff, 370 Lima.
All right, we're gonna get this thing stopped really quick. Little half. Yours is, dude. Yours is pretty good. Yours is pretty good.
Number 465 Charlie Alpha, John Wayne Tower. Did you, John Wayne Clearance, did you call in?
A firm 465 Charlie Alpha, IFR to Palomar.
All right.
Number 465 Charlie Alpha. I'm sorry, got masked by some other steps. Clear to Palomar Airport, fly heading 175. Radar vectors Victor 23. Oceanside via WAR direct.
So.
Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 128.1.
Yeah, coming straight into 30 is pretty nice.
Okay,
there we go. There's 85.
On departure heading 175.
We're gonna slow this thing down to a crawl and try to high alpha this thing to the first. Oh, we can totally do this. I just need to manage the trim like crazy. Okay, so this is a high alpha approach. This is where you get really slow and you just ride the power curve all the way down. Just like that. Yeah, it's pretty long. Not the longest around, but yeah, it's a pretty good size threshold. So I'm gonna hold. Yeah, I've got pedals and a very cheap flight stick.
Palomar ground, Cessna,
so I want to hear
Delta, transient parking,
the stall horn.
East departure with Juliet.
This thing's like really sensitive at low speed.
Taxi via Alpha.
Runway 24 taxi via Alpha, Cessna 23
There it
Delta.
is. Now I'm gonna ride that. Ride that horn.
Number 23 Delta. You said east. Is that a left or right downwind departure on request?
Request the right downwind for 23 Delta.
Number 23 Delta, understood.
Idle. And we're down. There we go. Oh, crap. Crap. Okay. There is a high alpha approach. That is freaking awesome. And strobe is coming off. What is this, Delta 3? Long Beach Tower, Aerobat 761, Yankee Echo, clear of 30 at Delta 3. We are at the southwest parking.
Aerobat 1 Yankee Echo, turn right Delta, left Foxtrot, taxi parking, monitor ground. Have a nice day.
Right Delta, left Foxtrot, monitor ground, Aerobat 761, Yankee Echo. Have a great day. See you!
Yeah.
Sweet. You should fly a Boeing. Dude, they're broken and not as much fun as this. Not even close to being as much fun as this. Okay, so I am pretty happy with the flight route. NR, are you flying? Are you working tomorrow evening? I might have to come bug you in this thing. Yeah, they're super broken, and I enjoy flying the realistic flights. Like, again, if you're new to the channel, I am a private pilot out of John Wayne Airport, and I love using the simulator to prepare for real world flights and debrief from real world flights. I just like doing it. It helps me be safer. It helps me, solidify things that I've learned on a flight, and I enjoy recreating it for sure. Yeah, and that's total opinion. I mean, I could be convinced that airliners are a much better use of your sim time, just because it's stuff that you may not be able to ever do, and the role-playing aspect of it is pretty cool. But for me, like, this is helping me. Like, I'm flying this plane tomorrow, and I'm able to recreate all of the procedures, and I've got the checklist. I got the real checklist right here, and I'm using it in the simulator, using the call sign of the real plane, with the real frequencies, in an airport that I don't fly in and out of regularly. I've been to Long Beach, but I'm not based there. Look, I mean, there's the checklist for the plane for tomorrow, so I can practice it. Does it land like it? Does it fly like it? Not even close. But I've already seen this, so by the time I get into the real plane, like, oh yeah, I've looked at it. It's approach speed is between 60 to 70 knots. So I've already done that. I don't have to learn that in the plane tomorrow. That's really weird, Franco. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that link should work. Thursday you'll be there. Okay, sounds good in there. Dude, we need some beers soon, man. To be interested, understanding what is broken to least broken. Dude, I think the least broken plane in the whole thing is the community mod Bonanza. It's freaking amazing. All of the beers. And there we go. We're good. Yeah, that community mod Bonanza is the best. It is the best. Yeah. This airport is, and Freaky D did a great job updating it. This area is a little bit still underdeveloped, but we got C-17s back there, Gulfstream hangars. It's pretty. All right, NR, love you too, man. We got to do it. We got to do it soon. I'll give you your own sound effect.
That's a 176. Turn right, hotel. Contact ground. See ya.
Right at hotel. Contact the ground. See ya.
So there you go. That is a perfect example of why you should join the Discord, because Idiot Backwards is a real world air traffic controller and is in the Discord. Now, don't ask him any questions because he probably won't answer them. But we have other ones that will answer the questions. No, I'm kidding. He's a fantastic controller, but it's that kind of connection that you get from that Discord that still blows my mind, that we have that much reach, just after really a couple of years. And I can't believe it's grown so much in the last year. I mean, 1,500 Discord members is a lot. That's a good sized Discord. H Factor, thank you very much, man. Supposed to have some rain here in SoCal tomorrow, so fly safe. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow? Yeah. Son of a bitch. So I did all this for nothing?
Well, it's probably going to rain for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably rain for 10 minutes. Well, maybe we'll get some slant Gulf 152 time. I don't know. That sucks. Michael, awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining tonight. All right, so apparently it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'll still prepare as if it's not going to rain, and maybe we can get some actual time. Fly into some clouds, shoot some approaches, come back, do some patterns if the ceiling allows, John Wayne. So it's not dead, but that is kind of a bummer. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But tune into the Discord if you want to find out how tomorrow's flight goes.